Hello, everybody. Hello, Bob. Hello, Sylvia. And we could just do a quick sound check to make sure that you guys can hear me well. So, how's the sound, Bob? Sylvia? Okay, sounds good. Great. All right. So, no doubt you would have got the message that tonight I'm going to show you how to be profitable with confidence in any market condition. Bold claim, okay, but certainly one that I can demonstrate. Okay, so long have I said that our multi-chart is connecting the multiple time frames and giving us information that leaves no doubt in our mind when there is a trade and when there isn't a trade, and when we have direction and achievable targets. When we look in that direction, then there's a trade. Okay, so what I've done is I've just put the H1 river and all the time frames. The 1 hour's already got its 1 hour river. Okay, so now we're able to represent and display the 1 hour in the 30 minutes, the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes, and 15. Okay, notice the shape of the 1 hour is exactly that of the 1 hour. Okay, so you can now see in the 5 minute how, even though it goes up and down, it works to achieving the price action that the 1 hour wants to do. Okay, having this makes it very information filled and simple information. Yeah. Okay, so how so? Let me just expand that 1 hour. Now, whenever price action goes outside the river, it says that it's an extreme position that it doesn't like and it's not comfortable with. Okay, so it wants to come back inside the river. If it's going against the higher time frames direction, obviously, you know, like when it's solid green, it'll come back to the center line and bounce off. Yep. And if it's consolidating and looking to change and go to the opposite, then we'll get a dotted center line and it moves to it. Okay, so that means that opportunities and our best opportunities are present when price action goes outside the 1 hour river. Yeah. So our expectation, if it goes outside the 1 hour river, it would like to get back, obviously, at least to the center line and to the opposite side of the river, and perhaps even past that. Yeah. So we go to the most current one that occurred towards the end of Friday's trading session. It went outside the river. Okay, so what we're able to do is map out its notice there on the diamond that went out the river. At this stage is heralding, announcing that that's a desired destination. Our river center line is the more immediate target. Yep. So I've just drawn those two based on that. Yeah, so because I've drawn the lines on this, it's easier for me to go and demonstrate. Okay, now we've gone down to the 30 minutes, and you can see the 30-minute river here. And you can see the center line of the 1 hours there, very close to the Green River bank. Yeah. So prices in the buy zone of both the 1 hour and the 30 minutes. The 1 hour is indicated it needs and desire really wants to come back inside the river to at least the center line. So there's our target reinforced. Yep. So with a further position, if the supporting windows like window 2, window 3, window 4, and window 1 with its green center line and the orange line being below it and staying apart, suggesting price still wants to move up. So this morning, we come to it after the gap. Our direction of where price wants to go was very clear. Okay, also because 1 hour has not achieved its nature to come back inside the river and to go to the center line, average, and then to the opposite. And at the same time, now in the past you had to measure it and put your lines, and sometimes it's hard to imagine what the 1 hour river looks like. So now being able to put the 1 hour river, you've got a reference point and direct relationship of a current time frame river, the 15, in relation to its relationship in that movement of the 1 hour. Okay. Here in the 15, you can see the same line and the same target. Okay, so have we entered on one of the alerts? Okay, so in this case we didn't have a vertical line, but we've got a secondary alert, which is the histogram. Okay, so over here wouldn't have met criteria, but certainly over here we certainly met the same criteria. Remember, the histogram is a secondary alert, but it still needs to follow the criteria of the primary alert, which is the vertical line. Okay, and when that alert meets the criteria, the histogram only suggests that there's enough momentum to get to the opposite side of the river. Yeah. So, but having the information from the 1 hour that it's desired to go up to the center line of the 1 hour, we can then have additional support. The price action would like to go higher than that. Yep. So once again, if there's the levels there, we can take advantage of that. Coming even in today, that's today's trading, the open. Alert came here, met criteria. Once again, the histogram says that we can put an achievable target at the opposite riverbank. We have the same information from Friday. The price action would like to move at least to the center line. And as you can see, there's a percentage level here, and there's 423 Fibonacci as well. So once again, because the 1 hour still has a movement upwards that it once has its nature to want to get to the opposite riverbank, and we'll be supported by the shadings in windows 2, 3, and 4, allows us to be very confident of our destination. Okay, so having the 1 hour as training wheels, or the larger system from which price action wants to move, and having on the displayed on the lower time frames allow us now to actually have a instant connection with the 1 hour in any of our time frames, and it pulls it all together in a very neat and precise way. Yeah, even here we can see the price, although it goes up and down in the 15-minute river, is still in the buy zone of the hour river. Okay, and once again, when we move to our 5 minutes, we have this same powerful image. Okay, so you can see the 1 hour riverbanks. Okay, so once again, on these confirmed lines, vertical lines, you can actually go past the green riverbank to the river center line and to the lines that were marked from the 1 hour. Yeah. Okay, so remember, every time it goes past the level, it's attempting to go to the next level, the balance line, and then to open percentage. Okay, so this clearly states the movement at a bigger time frame, and you can see that although it goes up and down in a 5 minute, the 5 minute is still working with the 1 hour. Price wants to go up. Our very safe trades are all the buy trades here. So with this multiple time frame and multiple chart on our screen, we can navigate very safely and profitably with confidence in any market. Okay, because what you're looking at, let me just remove these yellow lines. Okay, because this is pretty much nearly a month or 28 days. Yeah, and you can see in there we had a lot of big news. Yeah, and this is virtually helped us to navigate very profitably in all the trades. Yeah, because here on the 1 hour we can see outside the river, multiple time frames. So the H4 and daily are all looking to go down. Yep, so our riverbank will take profit, and the channel line down here, yeah. And if it still hasn't reached the bottom, then the next channel line, yeah. So the next channel line was here, and you can see we still have pink shading in window 2. Okay, even at this stage it says it was looking for lower. So every time we entered one of these, when we saw the diamond above the riverbank for a sell opportunity, we had a target. Yeah, so had we entered there, we would have got a diamond there, exit. And all these trades give you micromanagement opportunity, because inside each of these high diamonds, okay, so you can see the 1 hour river, and every time price had a high end of 15, okay, you can see the green riverbank, and you got a diamond outside the 15 riverbank. I wanted to go down, I wanted to go past the previous diamond. So once again, the information is so clear and supportive, and the direction given, and that whole time you had multiple opportunities to get in a very safe trade with confidence, knowing that the target of price action is actually lower than where you're aiming for, yeah? And you've got the current time frame to give you alerts that to exit, and then giving you opportunity to re-enter. But certainly, for those that want to just have a trade a day, depend it there, and just put the previous low and set and forget, and you'll get that with confidence there. You know, and some of these 1 hour trades have gone into the next day. Okay, so this is New Zealand, US, so it's not as volatile as and big movement as some of our big hitters. Yeah, so one of our big hitters is obviously pound Aussie. Okay, so price, this diamond's actually gone outside the 1 hour riverbank. Okay, we have a question. That's a neat tip. Yes. Okay, so for this one, this trade there, you can see window 2. It shows as a multi-time frame high. You can shading, so it's going with the higher time frame direction down. Okay, so the opposite riverbank of the 1 hour is our target. Okay, you have M15 previously. You would have done your trade management lines and then gone for the opposite riverbank, opposite channel, and now you can put the opposite river. So, and you can see the little cup shape, upside down cup, which is the shape of an M21 breakout. So we actually expect price to be able to go down. Okay, so there's a lot of information. I don't expect you to get all at once, but even if you get the part that some of our easiest and most profitable trade coincides with extreme diamonds based from the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so and that's why this view that I've given you, in every time frame, you can see the whole shape of the 1 hour. Even if the best way in the beginning is to work around the ones that actually went outside the river, and that should provide you more than enough, more than 1 or 2 trades a week. Okay, so this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Okay, and when they're within those diamonds outside the river, you've got so many time frames to choose from to take those trades. Okay, so you can see the opportunity here. So it's not rocket science, it's just a great template. Okay, so having that, and that's the reason why I've actually made the 1 hour in a very bold white, so you can clearly see that shape when you have your multi-chart. Okay, and you can see that the 24 1 hour candles, how they look, you know, in a 5 minute, and in the 15, how it extends out. Okay, so yeah, see, there was something else somebody said. Okay. Okay, so best way to go and make sure that you have the right thing, I'll just send you the template. Okay, so if you've got all the latest, installed all the latest, those 2 additional indicators, if you didn't have them, and put the template, you'll get this. So it was already present in your existing templates. It's just that I'm making a lot more clear information coming out of it. Okay, so, and that's, so you can see, you can trade any market condition because the picture of what's happening becomes very bold, very clear, and very decisive. And if you don't like what you see, just wait until the diamond goes outside the 1 hour, and let it work from there. Okay, so today's trading really for New Zealand, US, the early alert was a diamond going out later on Friday session. So coming into today, you had a nice little easy direction of upwards, which then enabled you to take any of those trades, you know, confirm vertical line, diamond entries, because you knew where the destination was. So with destination, a clear and achievable destination, there's no doubt, only confidence. So, yeah. So, and just to show why the 1 hour needs to be white, and I didn't leave it green and pink, is that by making it white, it makes a clear connection visually when you look at the multi-chart of the direct relationship of the 1 hour to each of the other smaller time frames. So nothing's left to your imagination. The 1 hour has gone outside the river. It wants to come back to the center line. You can see the center line of the 1 hour on your 5 minute. You can see the center line of your 1 hour and your 30 minutes, etc. Okay, so you can measure on 30 minutes price moving back to the center, and you can see that all that information very easily and clearly. Okay, so and that's, we have the use of that again. Zoom in, zoom out. I zoomed in so you can see that that relationship clearly. Okay, so some pictures that. Okay, so this is a screenshot of pound Aussie for Friday. Yeah, so that's, yeah, so 7:42 a.m. Saturday morning was the finish of the US session. So you can see coming into Friday, the 1 hour had a current low diamond that was outside the 1 hour riverbank. So price would like to get to the opposite riverbank. Yeah. And as the day progressed, we know that pound Aussie, generally if it's going in strongly in a direction, I'd like to get to one of the resistance and support bands. In this case, resistance band 1. So by mid-afternoon, there was a clear target. So once again, knowing that allowed you to make another 40, 50 pips very cheaply, which is pretty much like another trade. Okay, so here, on some days, we can make up to 67 to 1 trades, which virtually equates to 2 or 3 weeks of trading. Okay, so now on this multi-chart screenshot, you can see at this stage, I was still finalizing exactly to look at the multi-chart. And you can see that here I've still got the normal colored riverbanks on the 1 hour. And because of that, it doesn't seem to have a direct connection to the others. We still know it's there. But once I made my 1 hour both white, we had an instant connection when we had a multi-chart that there's a direct relationship, in which case it makes it a total new package and brings us to another level of trading because it gives us more confidence and precision, and gives us opportunity to trade confidently in any market condition because we know where it won't go and where it wants to go. Oops, sorry about that. Incidentally, so hopefully I didn't lose you guys on that one there. Okay, so getting back to the trading. Okay, so you can see why there's so much confidence in here. We even had the Fibonacci breakout going upwards. Also supporting the strong direction of the morning trade upwards. Okay, and once again, you can clearly see the influence the 1 hour river has on the smaller time frames as they work with the higher time frame to achieve its targets. So, yeah, so this is getting close to its targets. Okay, over here we might probably find that New Zealand, US might push up a little bit more and get a current, make this a current high diamond. Okay, they can move down a little bit and then move up. But there's a very, it'll have its nature to go and move a little bit higher because it likes to go and finalize and perhaps push the diamond a little bit higher to the 0.382 level. Okay, or around thereabouts, and then a dotted white line would come up and join the higher, suggesting that it's reached a current high. Okay, so once again, the 1 hour is still showing us the potential that it wants to go high to create a current high. Okay, and we can navigate those trades on the smaller time frame if we like. Okay, so over here on our 5 minute, it's hit an extreme diamond on outside the river. So basically it says, listen, take profit now. If I still want to go up, I might come back here and then go there. Okay, so the 5 minutes allows us to micromanage a higher time frame trade, and we can lock away profit. Okay, so yeah, the flexibility and potential how we take profit is any number of ways, and the best way is when you're in the trade, take a screenshot and ask, and put forward how you see the trade going, and ask if the way you've looked at it and assessed it, the best way of doing it, or is a good way, and I'll give you an answer. Okay, so with this sort of trading, really now the way it looks, it's virtually, yeah, this, because you can see that when you go to trade based on the extremes of the 1 hour and work with it, that it's licensed to print money. Yeah, so why? Because your confidence and your profit are going to be very consistent, and you're able to go and take and extend your profit with ease. And at any stage, you'll have all the information you need to trade it confidently because you can see it more clearly. The connection between the different time frames, allows you to take advantage of it so much more. Okay, so let's wind it up. I don't want to make it too long, and it'll take you a little bit of time to get used to the way it looks, but it's not too different. All I'm doing is putting things on the chart so you don't have to imagine so much. Because in the past, I says, okay, the 1 hour, would like to get the river, 1 hour's river. The 5 minute would like to move at least to the 1 hour river center line. And then after that, opposite. So now you don't have to imagine because you can see it on your chart. Yeah. And that's really a major edge. So thank you for your time, and templates would be forthcoming after the end of this there. So once again, put the templates on, put a screenshot, send it to me so I can make sure that it's displaying properly, and you're going to have a very happy Christmas. Thank you. Take care. Great night. Thank you, Sylvia.